Check it out, everybody. That's right, it's the new 6S 70mm SkySword. You gotta love it. You can see the box here is checked in the yellow scheme. They got these other cool schemes. This is what's in here. Pretty stoked about it. Who doesn't love a good EDF? And it's definitely a unique one. So let me get everything out of the box here and we'll show you what you get. Okay, as you can see, everything's pretty well packaged. I just wanted to kind of do this little section here just to show you how it will come. I'll pull a few pieces out here and give you a basic rundown real quick. Everything is very, very firmly taped into place. Everything looks good. I can just tell from initial looking at it that the finish is great. It's a super cool looking model. I love like the wingtips with the big bullets, so to speak, on them. I mean, look at that thing. Isn't that cool? So let's pull some pieces out of here, show you how it's all packaged. So there's the fuse. You got lots of little foam bits. They spent some time designing this packaging. Pretty awesome. You can see how it's in the box. We'll get it out of here and we'll have a good look at it. Okay, everybody, here's what's in the box. Not too many pieces, which is good. That means assembly is simple. But look at how cool that looks. This is the first one I've seen in person. Nobody I know around here has one yet. Maybe they will after they see this bad boy. But just look at that thing. So rad. It's a unique thing, that's for sure. Okay, so you got your main fuselage. There's a hatch here on the top where your battery and stuff's going to go. See, it's got the big connector on it. What's it say here? XT90. Everything is nice and labeled. Gotta love that. Big battery bay. Lots of room in there. On the bottom, turn it over here. There's another hatch. This is where there's a board in there where all the connectors go into and stuff. There's some connectors there for LEDs and whatnot. We'll get into that when we get into the build. You can see the wings just simply plug in on the sides. Everything has a connector on it, which is pretty cool. Flaps, everything's obviously hinged. You notice the flaps actually have hinges. Ailerons, just foam hinges, but you always want to wiggle a foam airplane hinge, make sure they're free. Pretty cool. There'll be little lights in there, if you can see. Pretty cool looking wing style, just everything about it's unique and cool. Here's the elevators. I'll do a full build on this. You don't really notice too many people doing builds on airplanes or assemblies if you want to get really technical. But yeah, everything is looking great. Finish is great. Super cool, unique airplane. Everything in the parts bag is labeled. We'll get into that as we actually do the build and go through it. So yeah, not much to it. I mean, we're just going to put the wings on, the elevator on, and the nose cone, and then, you know, set up the radio. So smash that like button. We'll get right to it. Show you how easy this goes together. Doesn't take much. See? Told you so. There was nothing to it. You didn't think I was going to leave you like that. We'll roll into the full build now. Okay guys, the manual first shows putting the elevator on. So the one parts bag, it's not labeled, but it's got some different screws in it. So the 4 machine style screws are going to be for your wings. They will look like, it probably won't focus on something that small, but maybe it will. They will look like this. Then you have 2 for the elevators that look like this, more of a self-tapping screw. It'll be obvious because 4 will be the same, those will be the wings. 2 will be the same, that'll be for the elevator. So I'm going to just plug in the elevators, screw this on, and then we'll be right back. Okay, John VHRC tip number 1. Before you put the elevators on, first take your screws, screw them into the plastics up here so that you can actually get the thread started because they're just blank holes. And same thing through the elevator. Get them in there, screw them in through so you'll make the holes there. Everything will go together easier after that. So. Okay, I apologize about the noise. It all of a sudden is snowing, hailing, whatever outside up here in the Pacific Northwest, Washington. Anyways, so got the elevators on. That was a huge tip to you know, pre-thread the screws, so to speak, in the plastic. Get everything pre-done there. Made it just go on really sweet. So we got that done. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put the wing on this baby. So we're gonna put the spar in, slide the wings on. They're just gonna line up with the PCB boards there, and there's gonna be nothing to it. So then we'll put the 4 screws in and we'll be done with that. Okay, so the screws for the wing here, you can see they go on from the top. I have this upside down right now. If you just run your finger over the, you see how it just kind of appeared there? There's another one back here. There it is. They just kind of appear. So you just got to kind of push down. You'll find the little marks, and that's where your screws will go. So we'll get the wing screwed on, and we'll be right back. Okay, we got the wings on. My lack of paying attention, I noticed I forgot something on the elevators. I'm looking at the manual on my little phone here. I should have printed it out today, but I was looking at the parts here, and I have these laying here, and those go in the elevator. So don't do what I did. Make sure you put them in there. If you could see, it doesn't show up very good. But anyways, in the manual it shows a couple little rods, and it shows you put sticky on the top. So they want you to actually put some glue on the top where it goes into the top of the elevator. So I'm going to go back, pull the elevator off, put those in place, do that, and then we'll be right back. But you can see I've got the wings on. Really was a piece of cake. The nose cone, really the only thing that holds that in is a magnet in that rod. So we'll just feed it in there. Boom, got that on. So let me fix the elevator, and we'll be right back with the next step. Okay, it doesn't say in the manual, it shows 2 even length carbon tubes, so I test fitted them into the vertical itself. It seems like a longer one should go in the back, shorter one in the front. So I glued them into there, giving it a quick little dry, and then we're going to put her back together. Okay, we've got it pretty much all together. Let me take it off the cruising stand here so you guys can see it a little better. There is pretty much the completed bird. Really all I got to do, I mean obviously the linkages, but so next step we're going to put the receiver in, hook up the battery, get all the servos neutraled, and then we're going to put on our hardware for the linkages, and then balance it, figure out, you know, where the battery's going to go. That's it. It really took nothing. So yeah, big thumbs up. These guys know how to make airplanes that go together fast. I've seen videos of it, the 4S version that they had before and the bigger version, all fly awesome. So pretty stoked about that. So yeah, I'll be right back with the linkage installation and just show you what that looks like once I get them all on there. Like, comment, subscribe. Okay guys, working on the flap linkages here. You got to bring them in quite a ways. On that one I didn't, but on this one I screwed it all the way off, and then I cut an 1/8 inch off the threads and then screwed it back on, because it has to go on all the way. That side over there is pretty much screwed in as far as it'll go. So that'll get you there. One other tip is the ball links were really tight on these, so an old helicopter trick is if you grab them like this and just kind of give it a few squeezes, you can kind of stretch that plastic a little bit. I know they make a reamer too. You can pop a ball out and put a reamer in it, but then I grab it and you can see it's moving pretty free now. It's definitely better than it was. So I'm assuming I'll probably have to end up doing that to all the rest of them. So there's another little build tip for you. It's just what I do. Anyways, I'll get back to it. I just wanted to bring that up while it was fresh in my mind. So we're getting there. Okay, I've got the batteries hooked up, all the linkages hooked up. Here you can kind of see, I haven't set throws or expo or any of that jazz yet, but you can see kind of how all the linkages go. Servos, ailerons, everything. Here's a little gear swing for you. Worked great. See, you got nice shock absorbing struts and stuff here. Very cool. Nose wheel steering along with the rudder. Works great. Very cool. Okay, I got the CG marked out here. I use my cool stickers like in the Buffalo review. You want to mark it from here back to those is 145 millimeters. So there you go, we got that. Now we'll flip it over and throw it on the balancer. Okay, well, the battery that I have is a little too big. It's a 4200. It won't quite balance with that. So I'm going to have to place an order tomorrow for a new battery. I was hoping it would work with this, but it's just a little bit too nose heavy and I can't push it far enough back. And I'm not a big fan of adding dead weight, so I'm just going to have to hold off on the Maiden until I get a new battery for it. But other than that, it's done. Everything is done. She's ready to go. It was very easy. And yeah, so all that's left is to balance it and take it to the field, set the throws. So I'll put the link to the manual that I used down below in the description of the video. And that's pretty much it. So like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think down below. And we'll catch you at the field.